Welcome, everyone. The price of Bitcoin. What's happening and where's it go from here? Well, Bobby Lee of BTC China seems to think that he knows the answer. Bitcoin is going to $333,000. That's not that much. That's a lot. How about $1 million? That's pretty good if you buy one for like 2,500 or $3,500. Yeah, that's pretty good. What about $1 billion? Mwahaha. Okay, no, look, so seriously, his prediction is $333,000 December 2021. I mean, hey, just pull numbers out of your butt here and see what happens. But I think the overall trend of Bitcoin price predictions and all this stuff, we are going to see Bitcoin go back up. And I know there's a lot of naysayers who say that Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin's over, Bitcoin's a dinosaur, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, there are some blockchains out there that are faster and cheaper and all this stuff than Bitcoin. We do have the Lightning Network coming, but still, you have to realize that Bitcoin is not a spring chicken in terms of the blockchain space, but there is a massive amount of infrastructure built specifically for Bitcoin. And the enthusiasm, the name recognition, all of this stuff comes together to make Bitcoin a very interesting investment opportunity moving forward. I find it so fascinating that all the people who in December, January were writing, if only I could have bought Bitcoin when it was $3 or $4 or $5 or $6,000, any of this stuff. Well, now it's back there, but the fear has set in. People are afraid right now. And I personally, I look at the current prices and I go, wow, this is sweet. Finally, a chance to buy some cheap Bitcoin again. And I've been dollar cost averaging in all year, so it's nice to get it at a cheaper price now. But nevertheless, I did buy it at higher prices as well. But that is because I believe in the long-term future of Bitcoin. This day-to-day price action, man, it can really do your head in. If you look at the charts every day and you look at the price going up and down, you get all stressed out. But if you have a long-term vision in mind of what you see Bitcoin being in 5 to 10 years, that's a very different story. If you look at that as something that can be a global currency, for example, or a global medium of exchange or a global store of value, whatever you might want to consider it being, then your opinion of the day-to-day price movements becomes very different. You simply look and say, well, I've got another chance to accumulate some more of this long-term asset while it's cheap. So there is that to consider without a doubt. Now, in terms of Bobby Lee's specific prediction of December 2021, $333,000, who the heck knows? The only line that I think most of us are interested in is, of course, the McAfee Johnson eating line. But I have a feeling that even if the price doesn't get there, McAfee's not going to give us the show that we all want because he's a crazy person. But nevertheless, I think that when you look at all the big players in the space, you look at all the infrastructure being built around Bitcoin, and it's backed in Fidelity and the over-the-counter desks and the custody solutions for institutional investors, and on and on and on it goes. Bitcoin's not going anywhere, and to be scooping up Bitcoin today for under $4,000, people are going to look back on that in 5 or 10 years and think, wow, if only I had had the chance to buy Bitcoin when it was that cheap. And look, not financial advice, just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet, guys, as always, but I know what I do, and I've been dollar cost averaging into some of my favorite cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin being one of them, but also things like Stellar Lumens and Cardano and a couple others I've been dabbling into as well, but not as much by any means. But there are some great opportunities in this market, and it comes down to whether or not you think that blockchain technology is going to be big. And there are a lot of people who are saying that blockchain is going to be bigger than the internet boom. And just look what the internet boom did. Lets people like me have a program on YouTube. Well, that's amazing. But it connected people all over the world. It made commerce truly international in a way which it hadn't been before. It allowed communities to thrive and grow all over the world. Blockchain is going to be an introduction of a new wave of global digital finance that hadn't existed before, of owning your data and all these different things in land registry and all this immutability and transparency in governing and business. It will be a revolution of the way that things operate currently. And there are a lot of people who look and say, well, it's just a useless database and it's never going to be big, but Bitcoin is the tip of this iceberg. So whenever somebody comes out and says, we like blockchain but not Bitcoin, they're basically saying, we want to have control. We like controlling things, right? That's China's mantra. We don't like Bitcoin, but we do like that blockchain thing that could be useful for helping us control our society, versus the vision of Bitcoin, free society. Let people have the freedom of finance to do what they want with their money without having to be told, no, you can't do that. No, you can't send money to that person. No, we're closed right now, so you can't. It's Sunday, you can't send money to anyone. Legacy banks are so crazy. But regardless, I'm very bullish on the long-term price of Bitcoin because I think that the utility of it will grow over time. Interest in Bitcoin will grow over time. And Bitcoin is just the tip of the iceberg for the entire crypto economy. And so as Bitcoin grows, it'll be the tide that raises all boats, so to speak. But anyway, those are just my thoughts on Bobby Lee's Bitcoin price prediction. I hope he's right. That would be great. Maybe we'll even go past there. Maybe we won't get anywhere close. Maybe Bitcoin will only be worth $10,000 in 2021. That's still pretty decent compared to where it is today. But you will let me know what you think about the future price of Bitcoin down below in the comments section. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. If you want to know when I put out a new video, hit that bell. And of course, always come and join the conversation over on Twitter or Steam or Telegram. Links for all of those are down below. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.